How's it going, everybody? Vince McMahon here on Wrestling Observer Live. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, noon Pacific through Eastern, Sunday 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern. Well, it is Thursday here on this show. It's been a long week, pals, but today we will review yesterday AEW's show. Joining us like every Thursday, here's local AEW expert Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hello, Vince. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah! All right, let me start, Steve. This is honestly the best Dynamite episode that you could possibly get without having CM Punk and Bryan Danielson around. We had the awesome ending where the Elite heavily teased a full reunion of the Elite, without Cody Rhodes obviously, in order to fend off from Blackpool Combat Club. We had the exciting opening segment where the four pillars of AEW are actually going to compete against each other for the AEW World title, along with the fact that all four men delivered on the mic too. We had the official debut of Taya Valkyrie, where she'll be a really good addition to the women's division now that it's confirmed that she signed with AEW. We had the return of Stu Grayson, where he was arguably the MVP of that excellent six-man tag team match between the BCC and Dark Order. We had a surprisingly pretty good match with Orange Cassidy versus Jeff Jarrett for the international title. We had a tremendous main event with House of Black versus the Elite versus the Jericho Appreciation Society. Lastly, we had Rio actually saving two former rivals in Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker from an assault from the Outcasts. Plus, she brought two other OG/non-WWE women along with her too. Overall, yesterday was an excellent episode of Dynamite.
There were definitely solid matches and moments throughout the show, but it was one of those shows where you kind of already knew who was going to win every match. And the sad TBS Championship match was a letdown. Love Taya Valkyrie though, so it's good to see she's going for the belt next. Favorite match was Orange versus Jarrett. Regardless of how people feel about Jarrett as a person, he's still good in the ring and knows how to draw heel heat. However, there was way too much interference in the match. It just dragged on until it wasn't fun anymore. What the fuck was that ending? Overbooked to hell. BCC and Dark Order had no business being out there to begin with. I feel like Tony just needed a way to push a storyline that has already happened before. And why did they end the show right as Hangman was turning towards the Elite? They could have at least cut after. At least MJF's segment was excellent.
Talking about the MJF segment, here's our reporter that was live in Winnipeg yesterday, Big Sexy Kevin Nash.
Hello, Vince. Hello, Steve. I wanted to talk about the MJF's Rebar Mitzvah segment. Yo, that shit was great.
More segments like that, please. They all killed it, but Sammy probably shocked me the most.
It definitely made me care for Sammy more than I have in over a year. Still a heel, but generated enough empathy with his promo about his struggles in AEW.
The show absolutely needs more of this.
It felt like the most WWE segment I've seen on Dynamite, and I mean that as a compliment.
It really got across everyone's character, allowed the guys to show their charisma, show their promo development. I just loved it.
Electrifying segment, everyone delivered. One of the best and most important promos in AEW history.
100%. All AEW originals setting up what should be an electrifying main event story. Just the right amount of kayfabe bending to make sense, too.
The only part I didn't like was Sammy using the terms job guy and bump guy for Jericho. I don't like when those kind of terms are used in a kayfabe sense.
Agreed about Sammy using insiders terms. I wish he had played it up just a bit more and said he was Jericho's trainee or goon or something like that.
Agree, that would have been the perfect choice of words, definitely. Jericho's goon would have been great.
Apart from that, in my opinion, everything about this absolutely hit, no doubt.
Phenomenal TV program to pull the trigger on.
Not big enough yet for a PPV main event, but it's the perfect Dynamite feud. So anyway, it's all the time we have for today. I've got to finish writing my newsletter. So until next time, on Wrestling Observer Live.